to another video, and in this video I am trying out a new Gwen build that I've had some success on after the nerfs. Oh, and then the Shaco is being a little annoying brat. So I'm just gonna leave him in my top side and clear my bot side camps. But I've been having success with this build, and it's the Biotic Boots. I call it the purple and yellow Gwen build because you build Riftmaker, Symbiotic Boots, and Shadow Flame, and Rabadons, and they all have like yellow and purple in their icon, so it's a pretty fun build. And I'm going Hail of Blades because I have a Braum this game. I always go Hail of Blades on Gwen if I have a Braum support, and you just insta-stun people. The Nyla and the Yasuo also have knockups, so pretty strong team comp, and Camille can engage people. Ideally, you want to have some CC on your team if you're playing Gwen, otherwise it's just a miserable experience. And the Shaco, I believe, is the support. He just left Jin alone, and he's doing some shenanigans in other lanes and in my jungle. I've always hated the double smite strategy. Like, you know, the support also runs smite, it's so stupid. And it just, it's a pretty miserable experience if you play a scaling jungler who needs gold from their camps, such as Gwen and Lilia, so I always get a little bit tilted when the support does do silly shenanigans like that. Like, I've had an Ivern support do that, and a lot of Shaco supports, and Scion supports. It's not fun. And jungle, like, it's already a stressful role, like, you don't need more of that. I believe the Shaco is not running Smite, but I think the game after this, there was another Shaco support who ran Smite, and this Volibear shows up. I'm pinging my team, but it takes them a while to notice. And I'm a bit too late to this counter gank, and I stunned this Volibear, hoping to kill him. Nothing happens because Nyla is out of the fight, and now Braum are also out of the fight, and if I hit my center Q there, the Volibear would have died, and I do something so stupid here. I'm just recalling on low HP, we see a Shaco, and I'm like praying for my recall to go through, and yeah, I just die. Oopsies. So I just cleared my bot camps, warding the pit for the Void Grubs, and I'm surprised. I got jump scared. I did not know Volibear would be invading my Crux. It's really awkward, and if you don't know this, Gwen outscales Volibear, but in the beginning game, he just eats her. He just took a bite out of me and killed me. He one-shot me, and you know, I'm 0-2. This is pretty bad for a Gwen, but sometimes you just have bad games, but if you keep hoping and praying to eventually outscale, the bad games turned into a pretty good game. So even though I'm 0-2, I was just like, whatever. I'll outscale them. And I say that because they have like Shaco and Volibear. They're not very good at the late game. Kinda scary to have Garen, Syndra, and Jhin. They do a lot of damage and can one-tap you in your W. And, yeah, Volibear's doing that, so I just take his Krugs because he took mine. A little bit unfortunate. I was hoping to do my Krugs and then do the Void Grubs, but Volibear obviously pushed me out of my top side. It's pretty much of a pattern. Oh, Shaco jump scare. Luckily, I think Jhin recalled and Volibear was topside, so Shaco cannot 1v1 me there because he's a support and he doesn't do much damage as a support compared to like jungle Shaco. And of course, he calls for backup. I didn't have enough time to do Volibear's Raptors, so that's number 3. Not a good start. Not a good look. And I would say it is a pretty challenging team comp for Gwen because of all the laners. Not Shaco and Volibear though. unless Volibear gets super far ahead and I fall super behind. He'll one-shot me if that does happen, so all you can do at this point is stop invading the Volibear, which I foolishly did because I thought he was still top side. All you can do is try to defend your own camps. Luckily, the Braum and the Nyla have been annihilating this Jhin because he's like by himself, right? Since the Shaco keeps wandering around. And I am too late to save them. I popped my ghost. And there's nothing for me to do. So I just start clearing my camps. Camille should have like a free lane because she actually counters Garen. So when he does his little spinning attack, she gets like a physical armor shield. And I was going to start this Drake, but then I saw this control ward a little too late. The Drake is like hitting us. But our bot lane's coming. Volibear knows we're here. But Braum blocks him off and we get that Drake for free. It's not the end of the world, we have at least one objective. Things kind of fall apart if the enemy jungler gets both objectives. Kind of just snowballs their team. So here comes another big mistake by me. Tried to counter gank. And we almost get this Volibear, like look how low he is, but of course he has flash up. And then the Syndra and the Shaco finish me off. Yeah, so tries desperately to kill at least one, and yeah, we both die. So the scoreboard looks pretty bad. Garen gets first turret, which is not good because now we have more access to my camps. And I'm 0-4. So, pretty dire game if you ask me. But I just keep on trucking. Just keep clearing my camps. Camille teleports to help out our bot lane. My game plan was to permagank the Braum. But that didn't really go according to plan. Usually as Gwen, you just want to be on the opposite side of the map of wherever the enemy jungler is, so I was trying to do that, but then Shaco was wandering around and kept spotting me out, and yeah, just a really chaotic, random invasion by me, I guess. It says I'm so weak, like you shouldn't really fight without— oops! You guys didn't see that, that Q is a little too far away from the Grump. But usually you don't want to fight as Gwen without Nashor's Tooth because you do net negative damage. And at least we're getting Drakes, right? Like, I would try to prioritize Drakes if you're behind, because it prolongs the game a bit more, so you can scale. And after getting the Drake, we managed to kill one of them. But usually I don't really like fighting after doing the Drake because you already got the objective. There's not really a point unless it's free kills like that. So now I have my boots and my Nashers. And I'm just trying fun Gwen builds. Sometimes I get bored, so I like to try out new things. As you may know, all the boots got nerfed, so except some biotic and swiftness boots, so I've been trying those out on Gwen. And I popped my ghost to catch up with this Jhin, except he flashes away. At least I can get the Shaco. And Braum slows him so I can land my Q. So I've been trying out like fun Gwen builds. I like Malignance, but it's actually a pretty bad item on Gwen because, especially if you're in the jungle role, you don't really need the mana. And I also did a Rod of Ages build with a Tear of the Goddess, and the Sarah's Embrace never procced because you're protected in your W and you do net negative damage, so I would not recommend that build, and I won't recommend Malignance either, but it is fun to build it sometimes, and I really like it when I'm ahead because you get your ult up. Actually, if you're ahead on Gwen, you can literally like build whatever troll item you want. Like I built Sterak's Gate once on Gwen, and you know, the Rod of Ages Heartsteel Riftmaker build. But if you want LP and you want to win games, definitely just go her bread and butter build. Like, she doesn't have much build variability. And some fight breaks out here, and I get a nice double kill, and my team gets bamboozled by the demon doll, demon clown. Oh my god, that hitbox is so big. And I'm back in the game after that. I got like 3 kills from that fight, and the scoreboard doesn't look that dire anymore. And with all of them dead, just push out waves, try to get turrets, try to get some stuff done. While you have tempo advantage over the enemy team. So is Shaco like a ventriloquist doll? I've always thought he was like a demonic ventriloquist doll. Anyways, here we make a stupid mistake, like Braum needs to reset, and I do too because of all that gold I got from the last fight, and you know, we just made a play by randomly killing them in our jungle, well I guess the river, and then going for the turret, so doing Dragon right now is not a good idea. Also, Braum is totally dead there, and Garen just tunnel visions me, and I can't do anything about it because I wasted my W since I was very clumped up with the enemy team and didn't want to get one shot by all of them. And things kind of fall apart again. Very much of a seesaw game, roller coaster game, or whatever you want to call it. And they get the 3rd dragon. By the way, the more dragons you get, the more dragons damage you, so me starting it, I got hit by the Drake and was at a health disadvantage. And Harmonize stun this Volibear. And then we gotta stun off this Garen. And, you know, with the jungler dead and the top laner dead, we can get the Baron because with the top laner's dead, it means he can't pressure and, you know, take our base, so this is a pretty good Baron in my opinion. By the way, Symbiotic Souls, you move faster out of combat, but unfortunately hitting jungle camps is considered combat, so it's not very good on junglers, but I was having fun with it. It's you get an empowered recall, and it's pretty good on Gwen if you have an enemy team that has a lot of like CC or can one-shot you, and like your team has no setup for you or peel, and you can just split push and get into their base, even though that should be the top laner's job. But sometimes I find myself doing like the top laner's job sometimes when I play Gwen jungle, especially if it's an auto-filled top laner, so I don't mind just scaling in the jungle and then taking over the top laner's lane. It's probably not a good idea, but sometimes it's necessary, especially if you're playing like a team fighting oriented top laner, like a Malphite and Tahm Kench. And with this Baron buff, we can just look to get some turrets. The way I like to play macro is usually just slowly eroding the enemy's side of the map. So once you get tier 1 top turret, you go to the mid tier 1 turret, and then the bottom tier 1 turret, and then you just rinse and repeat, and that's usually a good way to slowly chip away the enemy team's map control. And Camille dies, so we just gotta get out of here. Although I think I tried to protect Nyla, but this is pretty much stupid. Oh! Very messy game. And I go Shadow Flame, because I can't afford Rabadons yet, and I need some damage amp. Jin's just taking our turret. But I think he dies here, because Yasuo and company kind of just collapse on them, if I recall. Oh, Camille does the job. Wow. She's just getting, like, beat up by the spear. Anyways, by the time this video comes out, everyone will be enjoying their Halloween treats, so hope you guys had a good Halloween. I basically just watched horror movies and had a pizza party night, so that was fun. And you know, with 3 of the enemies dead, we just get this free Drake. Which is pretty nice. I like Mountain Drake on Gwen just because she is pretty squishy, so getting those like bonus resistances. And the shield is really good into champs that are very burst heavy like Syndra and Jin. I think I'm gonna go back to doing 1 video per week. I'm not really enjoying the split, probably because my champs just keep getting nerfed over and over. So I think I'm gonna play less League and focus on any other things in my life. Probably gonna read more, play more piano, focus on endurance training, run more, other things like that, but I'll probably play like maybe once a week or so, and whatever fun game I get, I'll probably just post on my channel and make like 1 video per week or something, maybe 1 video every 2 weeks. I'm just not really enjoying the game right now. It's not that fun to me. I feel a little burnt out, to be honest, so hope you guys still stick around at least. It's fine if you guys don't. Like, if you want like more content creation, I'm sure there's other Gwen channels out there that you guys can watch, and maybe you can supplement it with my content. And we get a nice pick off the Scarin, and enemy team were nearby. And I love Braum. Did you see that stun? I mean, I didn't really need it. He was kind of dead already, but it's very satisfying getting that stun off. But yeah, every time there's a Braum support, I'm like, I gotta record this game, so I'm ready. I don't always record all my games. Sometimes I have like really good games, and I have to go into the League client to record them to upload them to YouTube. And we take their inhibitor. And I'm always scared and wary of Garen. I believe this Garen has Phase Rush, which is such an annoyance for Gwen because he can, like, she must all in and he can like chunk her, leave, and then come back while your E and W are down and kill you. Oh yes, another purple and yellow item. Randuin's. I built this because Garen and Volibear and Jin, and I think the Shaco went AD this game, so yeah, he did go AD. So It's a very good item. And there's more fighting happening. As you can tell, this is a very clown fiesta game. People just want to have fun. We just want to hit each other. We don't care about farming or objectives. We just want to perma fight. And usually, games like that, you want to build Malignant, so your ult is always up, because Gwen kind of sucks without her ult. She just does not have the range and the utility in her kit. And with Volibear dead, oh, Syndra is being a brat. She stole my Grom! But with the Volibear dead, we got a second Baron. It's unfortunate that we all died at tier 2 top turret with the last Baron we got. This is significantly going to prolong the game, which, you know, doesn't really matter for Nyla and me because we scale super well, and I think Yasuo scales pretty well too. I have no money. Well, I guess not enough money to buy a full item yet, so I'm just gonna sell my 10 stack Dark Seal and wait for this dragon to spawn. Maybe control this area. Get rid of Shaco swords and all that. I was hoping Yasuo would clear that while I go and level myself up off this grump and maybe these wolves. Probably not though, the wolves don't give that much XP. It's still good to be efficient with your time and get gold to purchase your next full item. I believe I go Magi's here because I have 10 stacks on my Dark Seal. Look how aesthetically pleasing it is though, it's just all purple, it's all yellow, it's gold and purple and pink. Very pretty build. Very matchy-matchy. And we go ahead and start this dragon, which I believe will give us soul. I get stunned, he steals it. And I missed my third needle there. But 3 of them die for getting that dragon. So we can just really push. Yep, just continuously pushing. It's not the end of the world if they steal the Drake from you. Because they could potentially die like that. And Braum is tanking, so I can just take the turret without any proper minions. So I just went and recalled, got my red, got Magi's. So we can successfully siege the rest of their base. Shaco clone is so annoying in chaos, you can't really tell, there's just so much like a cluster. Like it's so cramped, you don't know who is who, like the character models, so you just kind of just hit whatever's in front of your face. Fortunately, Nyla dies, but I'm pretty sure we force something here, maybe? Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I got Jin at the cost of not my life. I thought I would have died there, but I didn't. And, Braum and I are pretty low, so we're just gonna get out and try again next time. So I'm super fast, yeah, they get Volibear. I'm super fast with my Symbiotic Souls and my, stacked Magi's. Look how speedy I am. I really think one is lacking in movement, so it's pretty nice to be fast. And we team is checking if we're doing Baron, and yes, we indeed are doing Baron. And we got it! They're a little overextended, so maybe we'll catch up to them and kill them. Nope, they're falling back to their base. I'm pretty sure this will be our last and final push. And I chunk them. But nothing comes out of it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure we end here, so thank you so much for taking the time to watch this little video of mine. I'll probably make some videos here and there, but I probably won't be playing as much as I usually do. I just find the split a little boring and stale, particularly with my other champ Lilia. She keeps getting nerfed, and I tried doing a full AP build, which should have been the correct build because I had like a very tanky front line and my team had no damage, and she barely tickled the enemy team. So I really miss her old AP Dark Harvest build, but that's pretty much been nerfed out of existence, and you're forced to go her Bruiser build, which I enjoy playing most of the time, but sometimes I like build variability as a one trick, and I like having variety, so it's a bit of a shame that you can't go full AP Lilia anymore, because you just lose, basically, if you don't go her bread and butter bruiser build right now. And Gwen, I liked her assassin style, but they nerfed her first strike and, her full AP build, so it kind of sucks that she doesn't have that anymore either. And it's just a little bit boring for me to play these days. So yeah, I'm probably just going to tone it down a little bit, but I'll still make videos once a week, just emphasizing that, but I won't be playing as much. Hopefully next season will be more fun. But yeah, thank you for listening to this rant if you made it this far, and like, comment, subscribe. Bye!